All right, we are on Wednesday. I've already qualified both my accounts. I'm trying to keep my odd account. I've got it up to Pro, but Dunner's got his account in Masters. I'm trying to get to Masters and get up to 3,000 trophies so we can try and get in Tier 3 so that we can try and get these two accounts matched up. So I'm grinding it out every day, just a few matches every day. And I thought, what the heck? I will record and let you guys watch me get my ass handed to me in Tour 8. Playing some one-on-one. Gotta force myself that we're not playing a tournament. We're playing one-on-one. So some of these holes, like this hole right here, you gotta get over in one because too many people are getting over in one. And they're on the green, so you gotta get over. But it's fairway to fairway to green. Fairway to fairway to green. I don't know that they're going to make that. That wind has got a little bit of headwind, but they got to get 4.5. That'd have to be like right at the 50%. I don't think that's going to make it. I think they're going to clip the rough, even if they hit it perfect. We'll see. We'll see how much extra it's carrying it, because that wind's like at maybe 30%, maybe. I don't know how much harder you can pull back on that, dude. There you go. I think it's going to clip the rough. That's my bet. Well, it was in the rough, that's for sure. I have to go back and watch that and see where that second bounce hit. They were so far off trajectory. And now I might be able to make it. Man, that wind is like almost pure side wind. Yeah, it is almost pure side wind. It's 2.1 per ring, so there's 8, and there's 9. I'm gonna do a plus 10. Hitting it perfect. See if I can catch the fairway. But I'm in the sand. Look at that. I don't think I would have even made it. And what's screwed about this is that my big topper bag has a big dog in it, which is not, in Tour 8, that's not a real good club to bring to shootouts, because there's so many of the shootouts that you're actually playing with your wood. In my primary bag for one-on-one, I've got an APOC and a Guardian. Sometimes the Guardian hurts me out on the field, but it definitely helps in a lot of the shootouts. Sometimes it hurts in the shootouts, but it helps in the field. So the goal is just to make this shot, and then we won't have to worry about it. We'll just make this one. Let's just do that. Where am I at? There's max, there's mid. I'm at the 3/4 mark. 7.1 divided by 2. About 3.55 rings. See if I can flatten it out and get any tail going on. No dice. We'll get right up on it. .55 rings. There's 355. Exactly. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole, ball. Way short. Way short. I need to cut my fingernails. My fingernails are right at the right length that when I go to spin the screen, I'm actually dragging on my fingernails instead of my fingers. I'm having a hard time spinning the screen around. All right, here we go. Here we go. Going to the shootout with the big dog. Not my preferred club for a shootout, but it's not a bad club. It's got a lot of tools. It just doesn't have a lot of ball guide. It's got everything else that you need, though. It does have some backspin. It's got curl. Not that we would need curl on a par 3, but it does have tools. It just doesn't have ball guide. .2 rings. Wow, it's a big pull. .2 rings. Jeez. Let's try and pull the rings instead of the screen. There's 5, there's 6, there's 7. Right there. I'm going to lean just a little. Hitting it perfect. Way too far. Need to get up closer and put on like 5 or 6 backspin. I've been overshooting now, but I've had my Guardian. I've kind of figured it out. That's the thing about playing a tour. When you move up a tour, you're playing a tour for the first time, or I've played this like 3 or 4 nights, but trying to remember the par 3s. The out and play is just fairway to green, kind of giving yourself a shot. There's some of them you can remember the numbers, but remembering the numbers on these par 3s is like super critical. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Sitting here playing golf. Okay. And that's the truth. And I lost. Look at that. Got my ass handed to me. No. Bye. Alright. Got a phone call in the middle of the video. What's the deal? What is the deal? I don't like that bag. I don't like taking the big dog. I like taking the big dog because there's several of the holes. Well, one of the holes in particular, that big dog really comes in handy. I really need to have a third bag set up. Let me switch this bag. I need to have a big tapa and a big dog in this bag. And in this bag, I need a big dog, or a big tapa, and a Guardian. And this is my primary. I got quasars. We got quasars? How many quasars we got? We got 8. Let's make sure we got some quasars. Quasars are the ball of choice. There are some of these holes that it would definitely be beneficial to bring out a bigger ball, but you can get all of these holes done with a quasar. I haven't found any of the holes. There's some of them, like that last hole that we were on, that par 4. Obviously, if you bring out a bigger ball, you can help yourself. But in tournament play, you're always going to do that. You're going to bring out whatever it takes to do it. But when you're playing one-on-one, trying to stick with the lower balls, just so you're not having to pay a lot to play. This is another hole if you got a big headwind. And I am so fucking sick of Playdemic and their wind deal. Okay, we have a wind that's moving from the left to the right. The wind should be moving from the left to the right on the next shot. This shit of having wind that goes 100% the other direction is absolute bullshit. Absolute BS. I mean, come on. I understand the whole thing about having variable wind. Like one round you're playing this hole and you got a headwind, and the next time you get on this hole you got tailwind. But let's make the wind consistent once you get on the hole. We're on the hole, so the wind's moving from the left to the right. We know that they can do this because they do it in tournaments. The wind's moving from the left to the right. Let's make the wind consistent, because I'll bet you money in almost every one of these matches, whatever way the wind's blowing on the first shot, it's blowing in the diametrical opposite direction on the second shot. And it's total bullshit. Total BS. Now let's see which way the wind's blowing. It's blowing the opposite direction. Now, hear me out. There's a course over on the Oregon coast called Salishan, and Salishan is in trees. And so, let's say you have a dogleg left, and you're hitting off the tee, and it really doglegs to the left. Hold on. And you hit your drive shot, and the wind's behind you, so you got tailwind. Well, when you get down into the lane where it doglegs to the left, the wind may change direction, and you may be running at a 45 degrees, so it's running from the left to the right, or from the right to the left, and it's running down that lane. And so wind can change direction when you're in trees. But that's not what we're dealing with here. What we're dealing with is 1 second. Think about in the real world. 1 second the wind was blowing one direction, and the next 5 minutes later it's blowing in the absolute opposite direction. That tells me that we're playing on a stormy day. And we don't play when it's storming outside. We don't play during hurricanes. It's not, it's not, I mean, come on. All right, enough of that. You all know what I'm talking about, and you all know that it's BS. And there's no reason for them to do it other than just them fucking with us. I go first. Need 6'8". 6'8". I don't think I have enough room to work out the wind. Nope, not enough room to work out the wind. So I'm gonna have to bounce it over. Six, 8. There's 5, 6. I'm not going to go much farther than that. We'll see if I can even hit the fairway here. I've been playing this. I started off doing a plus 10, and then I did a plus 20, and it still wasn't enough on those headwind days. It was pushing me back. I might just do that shot right there. That might be the way to go on this hole. I was trying to get on the green side and just backspin it down the hill and just get it to the cup. I've had varying success on that, but that shot right there seemed pretty safe. Giving myself a little bit of room. I don't like pulling that far down into the sand, but my opponent's going to be pretty close. Pretty close. They'll be closer. They'll be closer. I can't remember what mine was, but that's got to be closer. Wow, I won. Look at that. Good game. Good game. See if they'll replay. See if we can get some replay action. No dice. I know when I first started playing, it was really big to get up in your weekly bracket, just because you get so much a higher percentage of clubs in every chest that you open. So you're playing a lot. If you're grinding it out a lot. Now I used to play, I would play 16 wins a day. I wanted to see 4 gold chests every day, whatever that took. Trying to be a 75% player so that you can get, you don't have to play that many matches. I'm going to play like 21 or so games a day. But if you're a 50% player, then you're looking at 32 a day, and that's like an extra hour every day that you got to play. So trying to maximize it, trying to win 50% of your matches out on the course. There's a lot of courses in Tour 8 that are like this, where even if you screw up on the drive, you can still recover. So you're going to end up going to a shootout. So 8 times 1.2 divided by 1.5, 6.4 rings. What do I need to do on that? 6.4 rings. Let's try and get lined up with the wind. 5, 6.5. Just a little bit of curl. Oh. And I hit it great to the right, which will definitely push it off. In the rough. Get out of the rough. I was doing like a 10% on that drive, and it wasn't enough, so I upped it to 20, and I put a little bit of curl on there, and I probably didn't need to put the curl on. Well, my opponent has a Desert Storm, which I don't know that I've ever played with a Desert Storm. That looks like it might go in. In the hole. Nice shot. Yeah. Total. Hey, even a blind squirrel can find a net. 1.6 times 3.9 divided by 2. That's okay. I'm right at max club. .12 rings. Here's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Slight overpull. No, slight underpull. I had it on 60%. Good game. Good game. Oh shit, I should have rematched. What was I thinking? Reflex. Reflex. That was a mistake on my part. I trying to replay people, because I think most of us just reflexively hit the next button instead of replay. And really trying to replay people so we don't have to go through the rigmarole over and over again. Over and over. Damn, have I won anything yet? You can't get it done with a Quasar here unless you have Tailwind, but there is a max overpower hookshot that you can do. That looks like it's going to go to the left. They were right down the middle of the fairway. It's about a 45-degree angle, so they're going to run right along the edge right here. Got a nice clean shot to the cup. Nice and clean. .1. There's 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna rub the nubs. Hitting it perfect. Just rolling down there. I'll have the same exact shot as my opponent. I'm a little bit farther. Just a bit, not much. I'm definitely up. I'm definitely going downhill to the cup. There's squirrels in my backyard and they run along the top of the fence and they entice my dog. They come outside, like I've been out here and they weren't out here, but my dog comes out and then they come outside and they play with him. They're toying with him. And who says squirrels doesn't have a sense of humor? Let's see if we can get something going here. Let's make this shot and just end it. Where am I at? There's max. I'm at max. 7.5. 10 rings. I'm going to do a 20% adjustment. 10 rings. Oh fuck. That was 2 solid rings great to the left. 2 solid rings. I left a little short thinking it might roll down to it, but I think I would have been short even if I'd have hit it perfect. It's hard to tell though. When you hit it perfect, it changes the angle. You might get a little teeny bit more distance, but I think I would have been short. I lived in California for a while, and I worked with a guy. He was an older dude working on a dock, and he'd had a truck stolen in the late 70s. This was in like the late 80s. And he'd had a truck stolen, a Chevy pickup truck, and a monster truck series came into town. And when they came into town, they must have did some inspections on their vehicle, and they found that one of the vehicles had been stolen, and they impounded it. And they called the guy up and told him they found his truck. He goes to pick it up, and it's this big ass that had been monster trucked out. So the company that owned the monster truck offered him money to buy it back from him. They had a lot of money into it. A lot of money. 4-8. How close can I get here? I'm going to do 4 rings is 4-4. I'm going to do 4.5 rings. Four and a little. I'm going to lean just a little. Isn't it perfect? Could get a little closer with all that backspin. got to get used to the clubs that I'm using here. Don't have as good a ball guide as the clubs that I normally play in tournament stuff. So I got to get used to. I got to remember how to play when you don't have as much ball guide. It's one of the benefits when you get your clubs up or developed is you start getting ball guide in them, and it's actually kind of weird when you're playing with a club that's got 3-2 ball guide and you get 3-9 or you get 4-1. You start to get a little bit of ball guide, and you don't really trust it because you have a certain place that you've played it before, and now you've got a little bit more ball guide, and it's not. You got to start getting used to having better ball guide, but then when you go back down, it really sucks. .35. I think I won that. Did I win that? I did win that. 3.23. There we go. There we go. Let's see if they'll rematch. Hail victors. Come on, Bones. Come on, Bones. Don't be afraid. Rat bastard. Let's clear up a couple slots. Get rid of these. Get rid of these regulars and see if we can get a gold. Wow, I got my B-52 to level 5. Wow. I still won't use it, but I got it to level 5. Look at that. Once you get a level 5, got a little bit of accuracy, a little bit of backspin, a little bit of curl. Still has a way to go. Ways to go. I actually don't know. I may just play Tour 8 for a while to get my bankroll up. When you go to Tour 9 at $1 million a pop, I've got the standard thinking is you want to have 10 times the amount, but I'm not a big fan of that because it's so easy when you go up a tour. Like, I know these courses because I played for a long time, but remembering how to play the par 3s and when you're out playing at $1 million a pop. Now I'm going to play this with this bag right here, and I'm going to try the straightforward shot. Two, 4, 6, 8. I'll still be in the fairway, but I'm going to be farther out. I just put more distance onto my second shot with this spectacular drive. But I think with a big dog you can actually get there unless you got a massive headwind. Normally I would play this to the left, but with that headwind with a lower power ball, it is difficult to get your bounces right, and you do not want to fuck up. You don't want to screw up on that pad. You don't want to get caught in the sand. You don't want to be in the rough. You don't want to take that shot with a bunch of overpower. Everything my opponent's doing is not what you want to do on this shot, because if you mess up on that drive and you end up in trouble, you're in trouble. Yeah, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. Like, you ain't recovering from that. You're going to get over there and do the thing, but you're going to have to take, it's going to take another shot. .36. It's 1.8 per ring, so that should be 2 rings. Let's get lined up somewhat with the wind. Doesn't have to be perfect, but somewhat. 2 rings and a titch. Max curl. No overpower. Now, maybe just a little. Hitting it perfect. I'm just trying to get off the green up there so I can give myself a short little chip and recover. And I hit myself into the rough. I over curled. I looked at it and I thought 3.5 rings wasn't enough, and I moved it out about 3 3/4. But I should have moved it out 4 rings. That club's got so much curl. I still got an easy shot from there. I let my opponent back into the hunt. Okay, all I gotta do is hit this perfect in the hole. All I gotta do is hit it perfect. Especially with that wind. That wind's definitely beneficial. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. In the hole. In the hole. That's what I'm talking about, ball. I gave my opponent an opportunity, a chance, and I snatched it back from them. They still have a shot at it, but I put the pressure on them for sure. This is definitely a makeable shot, but it's no gimme. Not sure what they were doing there. They pulled it. They double pulled it. Good game. Good game, my man. People hot rodding around. Damn dogs barking. Motorcycles making noise. What the hell's the deal? Alright, let's play one more. Let's get one more win. Yeah, I've got 25 million, so if I was playing Tour 9, that gives me 25 matches before I'm broke. And I really like to go into it with so much. I'd really like to go. I think when I originally went to Tour 9, I had like 50 million. And so 50 to 75 million, somewhere in that neighborhood. And so when I went to Tour 9, I didn't have to ever look back. I took my lumps when I first went in and started playing, and then, you know, just did the deal. Never had to drop back down. That's what you don't want to have to do, is drop back down. You want your bankroll to be, I know they say it's 10 times whatever the buy-in is, but that doesn't really work for me. It's not so bad when you're in the lower ones, but when if you're really moving up the scale, it doesn't really help to do 1.2 times 1.2 divided by 1.5. Let's not put any curl on it this time. Let's see if we can do this right. Not put any curl on it. And I might need to put a little bit of curl on this club. It's 2.1, so it's 4.68 rings. Hitting it perfect. I thought for a second I had my APOC, so I worked the numbers for my APOC, and then I realized that I don't have that much topspin with my APOC, so I must have been using my big topper. Okay, it's 60% to the cup. Times whatever the wind is, divided by whatever freaking club I'm in. Wherever I'm at in the club. I should be... It's got to be either like minimum long iron or maximum short iron. It's got to be somewhere in that neighborhood. And I don't have my cheat sheet with me, so I don't know what numbers to use. So we'll just have to work them out. We'll have to remember. That's got to be long iron. There's max. There's min. So I'm about mid long iron. I think it's 1.1 at mid. 9.8 divided by 1.1. 14.25 rings. That's a pull. There's 10. There's 4.25. Getting it perfect. See if we can be even close. That was close. If it would have been a square hole, that would have fallen in. I'm in the shallow. And it's 2 per ring, so that's a ring set. There we go. Good pull. And they got curl. They got all kinds of shit going on this. I have no idea where that ball's going to go. I like my shot a lot more than theirs, I can tell you that. They still got some work to do. Not that they can't make it from there. Not that they can't stretch it out if they got a rapier and make that shot a little bit easier, but they still got some work to do. They still got a little teeny bit to get done. Got to play some D&D today. A little. Got my plans foiled. When that ball guide's not flat, I'm just thinking that might run a little. It's 1.2 per ring. Let's see what they move it. Moved it 3 rings. Now maybe they were in mid club. It's 2.4 at mid. Looks like it's coming into the, like they didn't pull it enough. Winning on the course. That's what I'm talking about. See if they'll replay. See if they'll rematch. No dice. How long will we shot video for? 38 minutes. I got at least one more. I got at least one more. Let's see if we can win another one. It used to be approximately every 4th chest was a gold chest, so we'll see if that stays true to form. I don't think the next one should be a gold one, but maybe the next one after that. Now, if in tournament play, if you bring out a big enough ball, you can start off on the other side. If you bring out 3 power ball and an APOC, you can start off on the other side. But with a 1 power ball, you're going to have to bounce off that island. And my ideal is to get down there far enough so you can get past the sand. You can see the tall grass there. They're hitting over the sand. It's not that you can't do it from there, but you can find yourself in between clubs. Find yourself in a spot. Let's bring out the bigger club. It's about half curl. 10 divided by 1.5. 7.33 rings. There's 5, 6, 7 and a third. About half curl. Hitting it perfect. And I'm in pretty much exactly the same spot as my opponent. We're probably right next to each other. I have no idea what this next shot's going to look like, because with if you're in your long iron, there is a rough bump that you can do here. And I think it was 10% for the rough bump. Perfecto. Let's see if they got it lined up. Did they get it lined up? I think they would have missed a little to the left. That'd have been close if they'd have had the legs on it. I think there is a rough bump here, though. I'm not sure. I don't know if topspin to get me there. Hell no. Hell no. 6.2. Where am I at my club? There's max. Minimum's right there. I'm in mid club. Divided by 1.1. 6.2 rings. 6.2 rings. There's 5, there's 6, 2. Getting it perfect. In the hole! Woo! We just played this in a tournament, so this was hole number 8 in the tournament, and unfortunately, all week long, every single time I hit it perfect into the cup, it went in the hole, and every single time I didn't hit it perfect to the cup, it did not go in the hole. And in the weekend round, I didn't hit it perfect. I came in second, and it was that hole right there that cost me. If I could have just hit perfect to it one of the 2 times, I would have won. It's one shot down. No gold chest. How much time we got? Okay, I got time for one more. One more. Last hole. Last hole. Let's see if we can get a third gold chest here. I'm not sure I'm on track for the gold chest round, but let's try it. Let's try it anyways. See if we can get one going. Roger that. Team America. Matched up with the Kings of Golf. Our clan, we're in Masters 2, and then we get relegated to Masters 1. Then we go to Masters 2, then we get relegated to Masters 1. But I think this time we're actually got enough that we'll probably stick in Masters 2 for a while. We've had a bunch of people change from our auxiliary clans to our main clan. And Ricky, you cannot do a max curl shot. You'll hit that tree. But in pro, you're far enough back, I think you can. That's a beautiful drive. Nice. Nice shot. Nice shot, my man. Very nice. If you got a horizon, you can do a rough bump from that spot. You get a killer shot at the cup. Killer. Topspin is king. .48. It's 2.1 per ring. There's 6. We put a lot of curl on it and some overpower. If I make this first bounce, I'll be fine. Barely made that first bounce, but I was fine. Yeah, there's a rough bump from right there on that peninsula if you got Horizon, and you can only do it with Horizon. It takes all the topspin of Horizon to get you there, but you do have a beautiful shot at it. Buster. Buster boy. Damn dog. Let's see where I'm at in my club. It'd be max. I'm betting money. Wow, I'm at max club. $7.5 times 7.5 divided by 1.8. 5 rings. 4.558. 458. A little bit of curl to bring it back to the cup. Hitting it perfect. See if we can get even close. It's hard to tell with the topspin. I think I'm going too fast. Way too fast. Way too fast. Yeah, that spot'll be good. I'd rather be on the fringe than take a long ass putt, I can tell you that. I'm not a very good putter. I've missed a lot of putts over the years. And I've missed a lot of short putts over the years. That's what's even sadder about it. Putts that anybody could make, and I've missed them. If it's possible to miss a putt, I could do it. That's for damn sure. Wind was a little teeny bit of a factor there, even that close. I brought the wrong bag. I really wanted to bring my Guardian bag, but I brought my big dog bag, and so these shootouts with the big dog are not nearly as fun. I've been getting my ass handed to me on this hole. And I think it's all about elevation. I just been like really like short and all over the damn place. Long. This is a hole in Ricky that I like. I'm a hole in one thread every time I play it, and here I've been getting my ass handed to me. I'm not sure exactly what my opponent is doing, but that must be the way to go. Oh, they're rolling the hill. Rolling down to the cup. Rolling, rolling. Oh shit, dude. As bad as I've been at this, you don't get too excited about losing, because I'm gonna give you every opportunity right here to win. I'll tell you that. .53 rings. My phone just turned off, so I got no calculator. I think it was 3.5 rings. Hitting it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I can win the last one. Yeah, it's going in too fast. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have not won a single shootout on this hole yet. It's either I've been either way too long, way too short, in the sand, in the rough. That par 3 has been kicking my ass. I actually should take a look at what my opponent did there. Alright, we can't go out on a losing streak, so one more. If I don't win this one, then we're definitely done. Let's see if we can get something going. Deplorables, Bobcat. Welcome to the channel. Let's get one of those really, really hard par 5s that everybody screws up on, and I do good on. Now we got a big ass. And I will tell you that this wind will put you in the drink. I'm going to play it safe because I'm seeing way too many people blow that wind. Let me switch to that bag right there so I can run out even more topspin. Get out there in the deal. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I'm going to do another 2 on top of that. And my opponent will probably get up there, but I've seen way too many people end up with, the wind is really, 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 really affecting the ball. And ending up in the drink trying to blast it up there doing overpower if they're using a lower power ball. And they're not. Now, with that wind from there, they'll probably make the fairway because it is like super affecting the ball. Even though it looks like they're a ring set 7-5 and that they're like 10 away, that wind is like 50% more affecting the ball, and they should easily make the fairway. Easily. Look at how far they were into the stuff. They should make that no problem. No problem. There's Max. There's Min. What about mid club? Should be 1.1, and I was going to add on 20, so 20 would be 12. It's about 11 rings. There's 10. 11 rings. Oh, fuck, and then I hit it 2 rings great to the left. My only hope is that it rolls down the hill and goes in. Woo! Even a blind squirrel can find a nut. I'll take it. Because you know my opponent's in the definite range where they're going to make that shot. If they miss this, it'll be a miracle. Well, they do have an in-bringer, so at least I have that going for me. But even from that distance, you can't mess with an in-bringer. Come on. All right. All right, going to the shootout. At least I'm bringing a better club with me this time. Let's see if we get that one par 3. I have been, that par 3 has been just eating my lunch. This par 3 right here, I've been somewhat struggling on, but we'll see if we can get it worked out. 3-8. That would be 7. That'd be 4-5. It's 1.1 per ring. 5 backspin. We're right at it. It's 4-4. What did I say? 7? 4-4? Yeah, just a titch. Hitting it perfect. I started off doing really bad on this one, but I have been getting better. I've been doing a 20% adjustment and trying to remember to do 5 5 backspin. It rolls out, so it feels like it's just gonna like lay up right there. If you put on like 4 backspin, it feels like it's just gonna stop, but it does roll out on this cup for whatever reason. Which is funny because it's uphill, so you'd think that it would like slow it down, but it wants to roll out. .32 at 20% would be what? That's 6. That'd be 3.8. They're a Max Sniper. And they did a 3. So it should come into the right, theoretically. And it did. I'm not sure if I was, I'm not sure. I never look at my distance. I always forget to look. Winner, chicken dinner. Did we get a gold chest? No. No dice. No dice. Let's see if they want a rematch. No rematch. All right, there was some Tour 8. I think I did actually pretty good today. I didn't get my ass handed to me like I have been. All right. That was some Tour 8. We'll be back on tournament play tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, so we've got the opening round. I got 2 accounts in. I got my Prox account, this account, and my main account in, so I should be able to get some good practice. I'm going to watch some video tonight. I'm going to watch my 2 qualifying rounds and take some really good notes as far as I know what clubs I'm bringing now. I'm now in the opening round. I really want to work on what my adjustments are to the cup. Now that I know where I want to play it and how I want to play it and what clubs I want to bring, now I want to start working on numbers, trying to set myself up for the weekend round. Thanks for watching. Have a great night and stay safe.